Okay, everyone, today is Wednesday, November 19th, and we are going to start the Board of Assessors meeting. And according to our clock in here, it is 5:31 p.m. We are being videoed. We will just get started into this, and I will just note that we will be going into executive session during the conclusion of our open session, and we will be then reconvening upstairs with the Board of Assessors for the tax classification hearing. And once we are concluded with the Board of Selectmen, we will be concluding our meeting in its entirety. All right, so that being said, we'll just get started with this. Our appointment is 7 o'clock tonight, so we don't have anybody else coming in. We have no correspondence. Okay. We have several things here just to sign, so we'll just review, accept, and approve the open minute session, October 15th, 2025.
So moved.
Second? All in favor? Okay. We don't have any old business, so we'll just go right into our new business here. Forest, agricultural, horticultural, recreational land classification applications.
It's just a few in the folder there to sign, but it's nothing new, just continued
regular stuff
chapter
to
land
sign?
use. Yep.
Okay. And the only other thing we have here is the tax hearing classification packet for fiscal year 2026.
Here it is.
Right. We have that here. Anything you'd like to add about this?
Yes, so we're going up to meet with the board to have them decide if we're going to continue our split tax rate. If you look at the chart, it's always about 70% residential to 30% commercial, industrial, and personal property, so that hasn't changed.
Okay.
Now, the next page shows the average bill and the average values. So last year's average value for a single-family home was $532,971, and this year it's $546,128. So it's an increase of 2.47%. Everything in pink is for commercial and yellow is for industrial. So overall for commercial, it looks like a 4.29% increase, and for industrial, it's 9.99% increase.
Okay.
And then the next page just shows our property class valuations as a whole. So there's a little chart to show how it's progressed over time. And then the next page is the important chart for splitting the tax rate. So again, the blue is residential, the pink is commercial, and the yellow is industrial. So over on the left here where it says CIP, that's short for commercial, industrial, and personal property, and that's how far we can shift onto their class. So the very top line is keeping it unified at the 1.00, so that would mean no shift, down to 1.5. That's the most that we can give to that class. So last year they were at the 1.46 split, so if we look at that line, it would show that the tax rate would be about 13.61 for the residents, and that would mean a dollar change from last year of $147 or 2% increase. And if we continue over to the commercial side, it would be a 4.33% increase of $1,241, and for the industrial class, it's a 10.03% increase, and that's $4,933 increase. I don't know if the board has any message that they would like to give to the Board of Selectmen. We generally just tell them that it's in their hands and we trust them, but.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add into it. This is something they need to figure out where they want to go with it. With everything that's going on in the town.
Yeah, they should lower. They should go up.
I wish them luck. I'll say that. It's never an easy decision.
And then the pages after that are the same splits, just showing it individualized for each line. So if there's a split that you're interested in seeing, you can see a better breakdown on it for the annual increase, and it breaks it down by quarter as well.
Cool. Nice and simple.
Yeah, same packet, so it's easy to read.
It is, and it's nice and big, so it's easy to, versus.
You can see it a little better,
lines,
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all pretty simple and straightforward. And I think David got this already,
Yep.
so I'm sure they've had opportunity to review it. so they have some sort of idea of what direction they're going in. Good, wonderful.
And thank you all for your quick response to the signing the last couple weeks. Hopefully after tonight, we'll also have a shift and we can finish our paperwork, and you'll be hearing from me again for the remainder of items that need to be signed after today, so.
That's okay, anytime, it's simple enough to do. That is not a
Everyone
problem.
responded very quickly, so thank you, I appreciate that.
No, you are very welcome. We appreciate all that you've done and put into this, because this has to be one of the smoothest tax preparations we've had. Or to set the rate in, at least my time being here. Very few bumps and bruises along the way, so no, thank you for everything that you've done.
Thank you.
You know, and you've only done, what, last year was your first one?
Mm-hmm.
No, so you've done a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
She does.
Anything you want to add on to this?
No.
Questions, comments? Okay. Anything else you want to add to this? Because I know this is kind of short and simple for us, and the big conversation is upstairs with the selectmen.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Is there anything else to add to our open session meeting?
Not for me.
All right. And I'm assuming you ladies are good?
Yep.
Okay, well, with that being said, it is now 5:37, and we are going to conclude our open session meeting, and we're going to go into executive session to comply with or act under the authority of any of the general laws and or statutes requiring confidentially of these records. Review and discuss strategy of appellate tax board cases, review and discuss applications for real estate abatement and or exemption. And as I mentioned earlier, we will be then at 7 o'clock going upstairs to the selectmen. Once we are finished with them, we are concluding our meeting in its entirety. So with that being said, is there a motion to close open session and go into executive session?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Member Smith? Well, I actually can't say Member Smith. Member Cheryl?
Yes.
Member Molly?
Yes.
Okay, so with that being said, we are concluding our open session and going into executive session at 5:38 p.m.